Hi, beautiful humans. Welcome to this super quick message. We're tuning into the prosperity that is coming into your life right now. And like I said, these are meant to be super quick messages. Welcome to Do You Tarot. My name is Erica, and all I'm going to need from you all is to feel your way and to choose which one of these 5 cards or which one of the 5 groups or the 5 messages that I'm going to be doing readings on you feel most drawn to. And once you are aware of that, you can head to the timestamp. It'll fast forward you to your super quick messages about this prosperity that is coming into your life right now. This is one of those kinds of readings where you can actually choose different areas of focus in your life, or like if you're interested in this like one particular part of your life where you feel or you sense or you acknowledge that you would like some prosperity to be poured into that area, then you can choose like this group. Or if it's like a different area, like, you know, this could be love prosperity, this could be career prosperity, this could be fun times prosperity, and this could be, you know, intellectual prosperity, all those kinds of things. Like, as in, hopefully I'm making sense. This is one of those readings where you genuinely can watch all 5 of these super quick messages and have them apply to different areas of your life if you feel drawn to such a thing and a focus like that. But all right, just to help you decide, just to help you choose, I pulled 5 cards from the tarot deck that I thought tracked well with super quick energy, although, you know, not necessarily. I'm drawing here. I'm trying. But okay, group number 1, Knight of Swords. Group number 2, Tower. Group number 3, the Fool card. Group number 4, Judgment. And group number 5, 8 of Wands. These are timeless and general, meant for you when you see this reading and you click on them. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use your intuition, your random awareness, whatever you need to feel your way into which of these groups, which of these cards is meant for that area of your life that you are seeking some guidance and clarity on. And then head to the timestamp, fast forward. I will see you there in your super quick messages about that prosperity coming into your life. Hi, beautiful humans. In group number 1, you all were drawn to the Knight of Swords card. So these are your super quick messages all about this prosperity that is coming into your life right now. I'm going to grab 3 cards randomly from this shuffled tarot deck, and then I'm going to grab 2 cards from this little oracle one, and then 1 card from the reflection card deck. There we go. And let's see, what are these messages about this prosperity coming into your life? We have, what one thing could I do daily to raise my sense of fulfillment? But I'm going to put this all together in one message. And then we also have transformation, as well as passage. Wow. And then we have chariot, as well as the 10 of Swords, which in this deck, it means something slightly different. And we have the Queen of Wands. Wow, the 10 of Swords in this deck talks about okay, this whole entire reading, the 10 of Swords in this deck talks about you've completed some kind of an intellectual pursuit in your life. You wanted to understand something better, and you've reached a state to where things are in agreement, or you've reached that understanding, or you've graduated or something like that. It also speaks of compromise and maybe like a broader perspective or something like that. What I'm getting from all of this is your prosperity that is coming into your life is as a result of, essentially and very simplistically, you stepping into your power and having that guide you more, especially recently, especially more powerfully than maybe you have given yourselves permission to in the past. I feel this transformation energy big time and this passage, and I feel you having gone through something that did reinvigorate you, that did give you a sense of knowing that you do have that might inside of you to communicate what you are passionate about and to have that move you forward in your life. What one thing could I do daily to raise my sense of fulfillment? It's a very simple thing, isn't it? To acknowledge, like, who am I? And is that all being treated well? And what do I want? And what do I love? And who and what do I want to give to? Like, all of those things are very simple things, and yet we've built these human worlds and systems to where we're like totally not vibrating with that on a daily basis. I know you all have done something to transform this aspect of life for yourselves. It's so pure, it's so simplistic, and I know that this prosperity is coming forward for you extremely quickly, very soon. You chose the Knight of Swords card, so I'm allowing that there's some kind of communication of acknowledgement coming through in your lives, group number ones, to where somebody is going to see you. Acknowledge your efforts, acknowledge you for who you are, and also appreciate the vibration or the frequency that you carry, that you are moving forward with now at this point in your lives. In a lot of ways, I'm going to go really big with this. Group number ones, in a lot of ways, this is the kind of frequency and alignment that we are told in the spiritual communities, or that, like, you know, we can acknowledge this. Like, when we are so fully being ourselves and we're so in alignment with a direction and a course in our lives that is so true for us and authentic, that's when, like, true love magnetizes to us. That's when our soul tribe comes into our lives and we come into theirs. That's when our purpose manifests and we recognize and acknowledge that, oh, now I get it. Now I see. All I had to do was make these very, very simple, pure, and authentic changes in my life, transformations, buck the system as it stands, and be me with courage and determination, walk forward, chariot in charge, of my own self. And in a lot of ways, this Ten of Swords feels like this is why you're receiving this message. I think you needed to know that you're reaching some kind of a graduation stage in this leveling up of yourself, in this personal glow up. Like, from the inside out, you have this kind of beauty that you're sharing with the world right now that is that kind of impenetrable beauty that you there's no amount of salon time or spa time or treatments that'll ever give you this kind of glow, because it comes from the inside. It's that beauty of your inner world is so healthy and vibrating well at this point in time, even though you might not feel it, even though you might feel chaos and all of your feelings and your thoughts might be all around the world and all over the place at this point in time, based on these cards and based on this, like, devotion that I'm picking up on coming from you all. I'm feeling that this Ten of Swords is this acknowledgement of you have walked through the passage, you have transformed, you are far more aware and conscious of your personal direction, your personal glory and your joy, your confidence in certain kinds of ways. You are doing these daily things to raise your sense of fulfillment. Ten of Swords, you've reached this level that I don't think you realize you're at, and start expecting prosperity to come from all directions. I listed purpose. I listed, I don't think I listed financial success, but this is you're in alignment for, living as who you are in the modern era, age of Aquarius, being rewarded for it. You're in alignment with true love and soul tribe coming into your lives. So Knight of Swords, expect communication, expect connecting communication, expect it to be deep and authentic, expect people to really, really, truly start to see you authentically as who you are. No more mask wearing, no more faking, no more pretending is what I'm picking up on here. You do you, and that's freaking golden. That's glorious. Okay, that is what I have for you all, group number ones. Super quick message about your prosperity. I think the most important thing is that you truly needed to know that you're at a graduation level in this. So step forward with, I don't know, I think you needed that kind of confirmation. There we go. Confirmation for your own personal confidence. Sorry, I'm making this a little bit longer because I kind of wanted to share this little story. It just came to me, somebody complimented my smile the other day randomly. And then I mentioned that I just said out loud, yes, many people have said that before. And then that person laughed and they said that they loved my confidence. But for me, it wasn't really, I didn't think of it as my confidence. That's just a compliment that I had received. For me, that felt like I was giving data. I was telling that person, I was like, yes, many people have said that. I was almost being analytical. So in that kind of a way, I feel like your head might not fully be in the reality of someone's giving you a compliment. You might be feeling very analytical about your spiritual progress and your personal growth and your fulfillment. And this Ten of Swords especially is yo, you're there. Your smile is freaking amazing. Use it. People are connecting with you and they're going to do it more and more and more. You're vibrating really high. Okay, now I'm finished. That's it. Like, subscribe, comment below, all those beautiful things. Check out the links. I'm sending you on your way. Enjoy yourselves. Hi, beautiful humans in group number 2. You all were drawn to the Tower card, so these are your super quick messages all about this prosperity that is coming into your life now. I'm going to grab 3 cards from this super shuffled tarot deck, and then I'm going to grab 2 cards from this little oracle deck. That one wanted to come for sure. And then 1 card from the reflections deck, and we'll see what are these messages for you. We have, am I confronting my fears and overcoming them? I thought it was going to say or overcoming them. I don't know why that's, I just got stuck there. We'll see. I'm going to get all the cards and then interpret. We have community, and we also have joy. And you were drawn to the Tower card. I'm getting some kind of a sense of something here, but let's see. We have the 5 of Pentacles, as well as the Page of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. Okay, what I'm gathering, because this tarot deck is slightly different from modern tarot, if any of you all are tarot readers. So then the 7 of Cups is a different kind of the energy, as well as the 5 of Pentacles. Putting all of your cards together, especially this fears, am I confronting my fears or overcoming them or something like that? I feel like this prosperity is aching to come in because I feel you all being extraordinarily innovative, whether that's on a personal or interpersonal kind of level, like as in I feel you all needing to speak up, needing to show your products, or needing to show like the kind of stuff that you are aware of, like your ideas and how like they might be more prosperous for everyone around you or something like that. I feel this Tower moment as in like, okay, there are many things that I'm picking up on, like as in like you all might be people who can like sense a certain thing about like, you know, a vibe in the room, and yet you don't ever feel comfortable saying anything about that. I also feel like you all might be people who are extremely like connected, emotionally intelligent, while also innovative, and thinking outside the box and having some ideas for like inventions, businesses, like organizations or things such as that. Like there's something about how your true nature isn't necessarily being shown, and it is your true nature, otherwise the Joy card wouldn't come out. It's something that is innately you, that when you are able to express it, it feels good. And I'm thinking of like it's coming from this show that I watched called Carnival Row. But it's like fairies are told that they had to like bind their wings and they're not able to like have their wings out. And then in the show, it would show when they were able to like release their wings and how good it would feel, like, yes, I am a fairy and I don't have to pretend to be anything other than what I am. So am I confronting my fears and overcoming them? And I keep wanting to cross out that word and put or. There's something about, am I confronting my fears? And I feel you all being in a constant state of kind of agony, or like analysis paralysis, or like literally if you show your true self, will that be well received? Or will people explode on you? Like your community, is it a harmonious one for who you are and what you are and where your joy lies and your true innate gifts in your nature? There's something about you being very compassionate and humanitarian, but others around you, not necessarily. And so then, am I confronting my fears makes me think of someone who's just sitting there in this kind of agony of like, oh, I could do so many beautiful things if only, if only. Or are you overcoming them? Your prosperity is waiting to flood into you, through you. There we go. This is the correct way of saying it. I felt this energy of floodgates opening and prosperity coming to you. But no, You are a mechanism of prosperity for others. So logically, prosperity in all of its kinds of forms is going to come to you if you choose to overcome your fears, if you choose to try, if you choose to face them, if you choose to endeavor to flow through them, because you've got the heart, you have the desire to take these risks. You are a fairy with wings who can fly. And you know, this Tower card, it almost feels like a warning. Like you sort of know when things are off. You know that you can fix things or help things. And in that kind of way, I'm feeling a good example of this is you are a person who cares a shit ton about the oceans and what's going on. And you have some kind of a technology or some kind of an activism or literally anything that you want to do to like help with that. But like in order to do that, you would need to like, I don't know, confront the system, confront your family, confront yourself, like in the ways that XYZ, who knows? But I know you have this inside of you. So prosperity wants to come to you, but through you. I should say, and through you. Now I want an and instead of an or or a but. It wants to come through you into your life right now. You're good with connections. You're good with people. You're good with who you are. You're good with taking risks and creating things that are great. It's just there's something in your life has led you to like sort of restrict, sort of stall, sort of bind your wings uncompromisingly. And that's fucked up. And your prosperity is waiting for some kind of an encouragement so that you can crash that tower in your life, because that whole thing that's suppressing you is just bullshit, honestly. Like whatever it is, I know that's like a shitty thing to say if you've got something oppressing you. Just ignore it. Just ignore the bully. They'll go away. No. There's just, it's something about where you can maneuver, where you can, unbind the wings, where you can find those openings, where you can work through your fears rather than having them antagonize you and clench you constantly. Start finding those ways, because the more openings, be like water and kind of find your way to flow where there are the openings, or be like an octopus. Squish yourself as tiny as you can to get through the human-made maze that scientists love to set up for octopuses. Do that. I swear this is like a flood. I feel a flood, a good flood, a brilliant flood. I feel you knowing that certain people in your life are headed toward a crash into a wall, and you could do something to help stabilize something. I don't know. I feel like this is either big picture or personal picture. Doesn't matter. Whatever it is, start to do those things to find the ways to maneuver through those confronting fears and overcome them, as in work through them, because I swear we all need you. We all need who you are. You're very beautiful, and you're very innovative, and you're very cool. And it doesn't matter how much experience you have. This shit, I swear, it's flooding in. I swear. And I really, really want it too. I want you in the world. Okay, group number 2, that is what I have for you all. That's your super quick message. Hopefully very empowering, not overwhelming. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, click on the subscribe button, comment below. Also check out the links in the description of this video. Sending you on your way. I love you. Hello, beautiful humans. In group number 3, you all were drawn to the Fool card. So these are your super quick messages all about this prosperity that is coming into your life right now. I'm going to get 3 cards from this very well shuffled tarot deck. I'm feeling like pulling that top one. Okay. I'm going to get 2 from this little oracle, and then 1 from our reflection cards set. And we'll see, what are these messages? Super quick, all about this prosperity. Okay, am I surrounding myself with people who add value to my life? Is your reflection card, and I'm gonna put them all together to see the message. And then we have crafty as well as home. Ooh, I'm right away feeling a sense of sanctuary being necessary in your life right now. And once that's established, I don't know, I feel like a whole lot can come from if you just feel safe in a lot of ways. Okay, we have the 8. I can do this. 8 of Pentacles. As well as the Sun card, as well as the Tree of Life. There's an energy of fulfillment of a promise. I don't know, it's either somebody in your lives, group number threes, literally like gave you this kind of sincere promise of like, if we make this kind of a move or this kind of a shift, or kind of a function change or something like that, if we make this kind of a connection, whatever, I feel like either someone or something in your life gave you this sense of a promise that if a change were made and if a fresh start could begin, then like life could really blossom and flow and smooth. This might smooth? That doesn't, I was like, life could really blossom, flow, and smooth. Yeah, sure, that works. I feel like this might have been a promise that you made to yourself, like you in your own, psyche, you looking at the mirror and you saying like, do this change. You need to feel good, and you need to like make yourself secure. And I don't know. Okay, so basically, this prosperity is coming into your life. You're receiving this kind of a message because I feel like you might be nervous to either make the change, or you just need a little bit of like a confirmation kind of nudge. This might be something that, like, again, the universe, you feel like you have some notion of a sense of purpose, or like a light bulb went off of clarity of like, oh, I would like to go ahead and take on this new project or something like that. And there just feels like there's sort of like a promise of a light at the end of the tunnel, a promise of something good, prosperous coming as a result of you doing something that feels like it's pretty monumental. But I feel like this super quick reading is meant to be an encouragement of like, with this Tree of Life and the Sun card and then this Eight of Pentacles, it's like genuinely this whole thing, this whole operation, this whole change, this whole fresh start, this whole newness, this whole connection, whatever this might be for you all, group number threes, is genuinely going to work out in that kind of a way in which the promise was made, as well as I feel like the number one area of focus that you need to have right now in order to make the change well as in order to integrate it, is that safety thing. When I paused and I was like, ooh, you need to feel safe. The Tree of Life, it's something about like, where are you planting your roots, and how do you go about doing that in your world right now? And in many ways, not just like your physical home situation and like, this is my home space geographically, and it's also like, how do you plant your roots, as in like, what are your physical daily health habits and how safe are they? Or are you taking extreme chances, pretty much, if we're really rationally looking at it on a daily basis? Like, for me, a good example would be like, I have a hard time eating sometimes because I'm such an emotional person, literally. And at this point in time, I've actively taken a conscious effort to put down roots by eating more and consciously and constantly. Like, that's how I'm becoming more physical and healthy, and I'm not taking those kinds of chances. The Eight of Pentacles in this deck talks about being open to abundance and being in a balance with nature. There's something about where you're at in your lives right now that isn't particularly safe. So am I surrounding myself with people who add value to my life? There's something about, those are the first steps to fulfill this kind of a promise that either you in your awareness made with yourself, your soul, tribe, and family, God, you and another person, whatever, whomever, there's a promise to fulfill. And you might feel like an idiot, like going ahead and making these kinds of changes without really having any guarantee that kind of Sun card success and prosperity is on the other side of them. But it feels like all you need to do is be open. And the primary element of constructing this prosperity for yourself and doing these kinds of fresh starts, new beginnings, and monumental changes in your life is to recognize and acknowledge that simplicity of, do I feel safe in this moment? And if you don't, move in a different direction or do something otherwise. If you do, fantastic. It's a very simple diagnosing mechanism for every decision. It's a very simple guidance tool of, do I feel safe with this person? Do I feel safe in this moment? Do I feel safe walking down that road? Do I feel safe eating in this kind of way? Do I feel safe consuming as much social media as I do? It just really feels like that. Like with this crafty, I really feel like there's something about how you are too easily, maybe we all are too easily motivated by influence. We literally all are. Our society is built on that. That's why marketing and sales and stuff exists. That's why politics are the way they are. Like, yeah, no, there's no blame in these cards. It's genuinely like touch base. It's genuinely this huge invigoration of like the more you align with, I don't know, a really simple way of saying it, align with your own personal consent and like touch that. And almost physically feel it in any given moment. Like, do I say a resounding yes to this? Or do I say a definite no to this? And if it's a gray area, do a little experimentation until you can feel the yes or no, and then start navigating like that, because this prosperity is a guarantee. I promise you, with the Tree of Life and the Sun card, it's just like, this is the journey, this is the path, it's all connected. Oh, even the Sun card looks like, as if it's giving a gift. Look at that, like of this little, oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm like overwhelmed. This little bird is like trying so hard to like go towards something that it like, you know, it knows would be right for it or something like that. And look, it's like the hands of God being like, little bird, we are so proud of your journey. Thank you for taking it on. Thank you for being the Fool card and starting something new that you might not have ever done before, or something like that. Yeah, be open to abundance. And this is the way to do it. Oh, sorry, one more thing. I'm sorry. I said this were going to be super quick, and it's not super quick, but I'm trying to make it super quick. And the more I talk about how it's not super quick, it's making it longer. Anyway, the Eight of Pentacles and being open to abundance is kind of like the only way that we can truly be open to abundance and or prosperity in our lives is to acknowledge when we're filling ourselves up with what wouldn't be that. And in that kind of a way, diet is such a simple example of that. Do I fill my stomach up with nothing? Do I fill my stomach up with ice cream? Do I fill my stomach up with apples and kale? Like, what is it? What is my version of prosperity? What is my version of abundance? And in that kind of a way, it's like literally this like yes or no. Do I feel safe eating the ice cream? Do I feel safe eating nothing? Do I feel safe with the kale and the apples? And if I want to experiment, hell yeah, do it. I'll eat a shit ton of ice cream and then feel it afterward and be like, nope, for me, nope, that's not safe. And right now, like I said, I'm building this like roots in this home system with like eating them more. So my safety is the apple and the kale and a bunch of other stuff like lentils and who cares. Anyway, that's what I have for you all. Hopefully this was very guided and it made sense for you all. Drop it in the comments. I'd really love to hear from you because this felt like really, really cool and connected and strong. But that's all. That's your reading. If you liked it, thumbs up, click on the subscribe. Like I said, comment below. Check out the links in the description of this video. Sending you on your way. I love you. Hello, beautiful humans in group number 4. You all were drawn to this Judgment card. So these are your super quick messages all about this prosperity that is coming into your life right now. I'm going to start with 3 cards from this super shuffle deck. There. And then 2 cards from our little oracle deck. Ooh. Okay. You guys get 3. Special. Okay, and then 1 card from our reflections deck. Okay, here we go. Putting it all together. We have, am I radiating positivity? I'm feeling like your message might have something to do with waking others up in some kind of a way that isn't so confronting. Okay, we have the storm that wanted to come out, as well as the inspiration that wanted to come out with you. Like I said, you got, oh, Earth Mother. Dang, I'm getting some vibes here. Knight of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles showing itself again. How gorgeous it came out for group number 3. And then the Empress, my God. Okay, there's a different way of going about doing things, especially like, you know, shedding light on a situation, showing people a truth, acknowledging what is possible, you know, nurturing people and caring for those who are raw and ragged and like, I just don't want to hear it anymore, and just are really fear driven or motivated from that area in their world where they believe that if they control and contain everything, then they'll feel safe. There's something about you have ideas, You are a transparent kind of a person. You might be very conscious, very spiritually aware with the Judgment card and this am I radiating positivity. There's such an encouragement that this prosperity that wants to flow through you and into your life has to come a lot more from your feminine side. Look, it's Earth Mother and Empress. Come on. A lot more from your feminine side, and then being open to some kinds of support, from the masculine, like in a slow and steady and progressive and conscious kind of a way. In a lot of ways, group number 4s, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this, but I feel like this might be in relation to a specific partnership in your life, like you and a romantic partner, or you and your love of your life, to where you may be in you might need to lean into your feminine side more, and in that kind of way, your partner might not know how to balance that at this point in time, but there's such a clear indication that prosperity awaits if you go ahead and do this. There's something about this storm and this inspiration is that this is meant to be some kind of an insight as to how to help others or help yourself through troubling times, is have an awareness that if you dive deeply, far more into being receptive, into being cared for, into being nurturing, into being emotionally intelligent and responsible, into being aware of your intuition, and all of those kinds of softer, like maybe darker kinds of things, resting a lot more, being a whole lot more cyclical, all of those kinds of things. There's something about how there has to be a counterbalance for all of that effort in your life. There's something about that counterbalance really ridiculously strongly wants to come in for you. And I feel this energy of like someone in your life and or just that frequency, that vibe. This might be like the collective masculine in all of us doesn't really know what to do just yet at this point in time to match that frequency, to match that kind of a vibration. They don't really know in our modern era whether to hold the door open for a woman or not. Like what's the protocol here? Do I ask somebody out, or am I being a creep? Like it's that kind of a vibe that I'm feeling like. So there's an energy of allow for some kinds of awakening, allow for some kinds of progress to be slow and steady, and paying attention to the details of like what is yet to be uncovered and discovered. And in that kind of a way, I feel like group number 4 is your prosperity message about what's coming to you is this beautiful harmony of a balancing of forces inside of yourselves. Like this can be your own personal inner masculine, as well as how it is reflected outside of you. There's something about allowing your masculine to go through a trial and error period. Like of realizing where you in that area of your life are fucking up, and you might be like draining yourself without realizing it. Like a good example from me in my life is I sure do hit those walls of burnout quite a lot. As often as I can, because I just love it. But no, in a lot of ways, that's when my feminine has to go full-fledged into Earth Mother and Empress and being like, stop it, no matter what. And so then we've got the storm and the inspiration. And so then my masculine is trying to learn, how do I better support all of this creativity that I have, all of this love that I want to give, all of this care? And in a lot of ways, it's like, how do I construct my resources to be able to be more cyclical? Like I have a tarot business and I'm quite in charge of it. I tell people like I'm going to need a few days because I've had a lot of orders, and I know my Empress is raging at me saying I need to rest a bit more. I hope that example helps you all. Because that's what it feels like your prosperity is not necessarily waiting on, but more balancing on, is like this delicate growth period for your masculine and or literally the masculine outside of you, regardless of gender, like your partner or like your partnerships with your employer. Like having them acknowledge that this is a growth period of learning. Like it's a whole new world, This is the age of Aquarius. It's 2024. There are no fucking rules, no matter how hard we try. We're rebuilding everything. We're realigning everything. It's about guidance here. It's about radiating. your vibration and a positive, nurturing, caregiving kind of sense about it. And it's about this enlightenment. It's about this awakening. It's about coming to terms with what reality truly is, and respecting it and honoring it and caring for it and balancing with it. It's like a give and take. It's a learning process that I'm seeing here. And it's like a very peaceful and loving and appreciative one, honestly. So yeah, it's like the more you go ahead and engage with it's going to be imperfect because we're learning, the better off you'll be with receiving a crap ton of prosperity. And when our masculine and our feminine are flowing really well, it's a feedback loop. It's like constantly reinvigorating, like positive. It feels really cool. But yeah, those are your messages. I hope that tracked and that made sense for you all. Group number 4s, that's what I have for you. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, click on the subscribe, comment below. This would be really cool to hear from you all. Also check out the links in the description of this video. Sending you on your way. I love you. Hello, beautiful humans. In group number 5, you all were drawn to the 8 of Wands card. So these are your super quick messages all about this prosperity that is coming into your life. But okay, I'm going to get 3 cards from this very well shuffled deck. There we go. And then 2 cards from our little oracle deck. And then 1 of these reflection cards, and we'll see what are your super quick messages here. Okay, your reflection card says, what are my values and am I being true to them? Self-identifying for sure, but I'm gonna get all the cards and then put together your message. We have mystery and we also have healer. Yo. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to say, oh my god, I'm such an asshole. I'm gonna get all your cards and then say it. And after everything I put down, I want to say something. These are super quick, oh my god. I'm feeling a bit of hesitancy and fear coming from you all, group number 5s, and going through the process of figuring yourselves out. And because it bucks with tradition, it bucks with family. It might be because you're going through a pivotal moment in your life where you are changing quite a bit about yourself. And in that kind of a way, it has you almost, there's a requirement in it of pulling away from who and what you do know, because there's something to identify within about, yeah, but who are you? And you're in a phase of shedding your own skin. You're in a phase of growth. You're in a growth period right now. And it feels like your prosperity is waiting on your certainty and your certainty about who you are, what your values are. Are you being true to them? In a very simple way, do you want to live a life where you're traveling more? And is that true for you? In a very simple way, is your home space and embellishing and embracing that what's true for you? And are you being true to that on a daily basis? Let's see here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, as well as the Fool card, as well as the Tree of Life. Look at this power in these cards. There's something about digging deep into your roots and acknowledging who and what you are connected with, where you come from, while at the same time the Fool card is right here to say you do need to expand. You do need to do your own journey. I got this visual of the tree, and I love that oh god, this is so much. Sorry, I have so many things to say, and I'm this is a super quick message. Dear God, I have to be so quick. I'm just gonna take a little bit of time. The tree is about expansion, as well as the roots and the deepness, and the Tree of Life as in who are you connected with? Your family. And I feel you fearing losing them in some kinds of ways, because you're going to need to follow how you are different and how you do need to live your life in a unique kind of way. Maybe it means that you are going to be traveling a lot more, and in that kind of way, not so physically connected. But in a lot of ways, your life is asking you to host from whom you are, to host you. And in a lot of ways, I realized this in one of my readings the other day, is that it's a tree does dig deep, and it is good to know your roots and remain connected to that, while at the same time, you are at the end of a branch. You are a leaf, and the leaf wants more. And the tree wants expansion. And there are justifications for sticking with tradition, while at the same time, how is the tree ever going to grow and get bigger and maybe attract pollinators or express its fruits and its flowers or its seeds or anything like that if it doesn't endeavor, if it doesn't have the uniqueness of every individual, point of contact that's at the way far end of how far it's grown in its branches up to this point. You're at the way far end of a branch and you are expanding that lineage, that heritage, your own personal roots, your family, your close connections, your intimate partnerships. And in that kind of way, it's literally, I could cry. This is so profound and so beautiful. You're taking the tree with you to these new places. You're embellishing your family tree. You're making it brighter, bigger, more. And I'm thinking of that beautiful green that shows itself during the springtime in leaves that are new and fresh and ready for the vibrancy of another season, like the baby leaves. You're a beautiful baby leaf, group number 5, and you're ready for this. You're ready for the travel. You're ready for the shedding of your skin. You're ready for the home space. You're ready for the expansion that is correct for you. And in that kind of a way, you add to your lineage, you add to your heritage, you add to your community group, you add to whom and what you are connected with. You do not lose them. Shedding of the skin and growing doesn't mean abandoning who and what you came from and whom and whoever everyone is. It means adding to them, okay? I hope that makes sense, because your prosperity is literally on the horizon, and your prosperity with this Queen of Pentacles is letting me know whatever is prosperous for you all, group number 5s. You are the kinds of people who enjoy sharing that with a group. Even this 8 of Wands, it just looks like a whole lot of loving togetherness, doesn't it? Like, let's all play with love. Okay, I'm done. Okay, hopefully that has made sense for you all and given you a whole lot of nurturing boost to your confidences to go on those beautiful journeys of loyalty, not abandonment, and healing and blah. Okay, I'm done. If you like this reading, thumbs up, click on the subscribe button, comment below. I'd love to hear from you all. Also, check out the links in the description of this video. Sending you on your way. I love you. Hello again. These are the decks that I use in this reading, just in case any of you all are curious. This is that first tarot deck, and then this is the other tarot deck. It's Seventh Sphere by Labyrinthos. These are the mini oracle decks that I found on Etsy. And then this is the reflection card set, and it's by Reeve. Okay, I love you guys. Good luck.